It's Cade Cunningham and Jade and Ivey, Detroit's next great backcourt. I mean, Jalen Rose seemed to think so. It's a lot of big expectations. I think large is better, or enormous expectations on them to deliver. All right, so let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance and notifications. We go live or drop video. So, I mean, you just look at the history of the backcourts in Detroit. I mean, you either go even kind of some of the lesser known or lesser remembered ones, like Dumars and Lindsey Hunter, I believe. Both good 3-and-D guys. Even though Dumars ended his career was a terrific 3-and-D guy when he was younger, he was a little bit better at overall scoring. But remember the Chucky Atkins days, and I mean even Mike James, Lindsey Hunter, Bobby Sewell, whoever he's in the backcourt with. So it's been a lot of examples. Some more successful in the win column than others, right? But this is a unique fit. This is a unique fit in my opinion. Just from the standpoint of, I mean, they've had different fits. I mean, you think about Rodney Stuckey, and when you think about Rodney Stuckey, you think about just some of the really good balanced guards they didn't have. So I mean, this won't be like, I mean, when the last time the Pistons truly had two out of a pure point guard and a pure shooting guard? Just start thinking about that for a minute. A lot of their guards were combo guards, or tweeners. Like Joe Dumars was like a tweener, but he was able to defend at a high level. That's why it worked for Joe. And Joe can shoot. Joe did the things that he needed to do. Big old pothole, West Grand Boulevard. Joe did the things that he needed to do. Him and Isaiah. The reason why, I don't want to be all over the place, but the reason why Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars worked, and why C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard didn't work, was because Isaiah and Joe put a premium on defending. All right, you look at the great backcourt. Somebody in the backcourt got to excel at defense, and ideally, you start talking about the overall backcourts. Who are the best overall backcourts and all that type of stuff? I mean, name me a backcourt that had the success of Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas and both defended at a high level. Not even Steph and Clay can say that. Clay defends at a high level, but not Steph. So when you look at Cade Cunningham and Jade and Ivey, it's just another duo. Just in the history, in the history of Piston duos. I mean, Jerry Stackhouse was a great one. I can't remember who maybe it was Chucky Atkins. Maybe he had a couple different point guards. I looked at Chucky was solid. Good shooter, but I don't really remember him being a pure point guard. You know what I'm saying? Style of player. Nice shooter and all that type of stuff. So, in this situation, bro, it's just the history of having, two really good guards. But I think what the difference is, I think Cade Cunningham is more like Isaiah Thomas from the standpoint of, I think this works because of him. Just off the premise, not saying he better or worse than Jade and Ivey, but I think it works just off the strength of, him. I'm not saying he better than Luka Doncic, not by no stretch of the imagination. We will all hope that becomes the case, or he on that level, he can excel that. But Cade Cunningham knows when to get guys involved and when to score. Like, he can be like, take 5 shot attempts in the first 2 quarters, 3 quarters, or whatever. I'm just saying, example. If the team need him to turn up, he will turn up. He will drop 20 quick on you. So he, from that standpoint, people don't know Isaiah Thomas wanted to score 30 plus points a game Isaiah Thomas could have led the league in scoring damn near every year, even the years Michael Jordan was there. But he knew that getting everybody involved and doing the things on the defensive end of the court, that was the only way Detroit was going to be successful. And that's what I see in Cade Cunningham. I think his game is so well-rounded that he willing, if it's really, him taking Dwayne Casey challenge and stepping up on the defensive side of the court, he going to be willing to step up on the defensive side of the court and excel there. But his versatility is why I like this being a fit. Now, you heard Easy from Easy Sports, and he be on Woodward Sports, said he didn't think this was a fit. And at the end of the day, he could be right. But if it's because of Cade Cunningham's versatility, with his size, his length, his ball distribution, they both going to improve as ball handlers. But it worked because his game makes it work. It makes it an easy transition for Jade and Ivey. I don't need the ball in my hand. That's what he can say. I can play without the ball and still be effective. You know what? We can stagger the minutes. I put Killian Hayes in there. I can be more aggressive. Or I put Alec Burke here. He want to stretch the floor. I can be more aggressive. So they depth and his versatility is why this backcourt is really going to be fluid. Because you know what? I don't need the ball in my hand if I'm Cade Cunningham. That's the beauty of it. I don't need the ball in my hand. I don't need to take a lot of shots early. I can take shots when we need them. When I need to take the shots, I can do so. So with his versatility is why this backcourt can be compatible. He's not concerned with scoring 30, 40, 50 points. His mindset is they want to, he's a well-rounded guy. And that's why Grant Hill said he reminds me of him along with LeBron James. Very well-rounded, not selfish. Now, we had a guy that was selfish in the backcourt. I'm not going to name no names. Who was selfish back there, and they just wanted to pound the ball and get theirs. Then, then I would say, you know what, man, they need more of a guy like Benedict Mathurin. Somebody that's going to stretch the floor and slash to the rim. Now, but okay, y'all right there. But with his game being so well-rounded, that's the compatibility. Now, where the balance start, where the checks and balances start coming in at, is now they get a player that's shifty that can now get to the rim at will. Now you get a guy that can get to the rim at will, get downhill. Somebody that you got to respect. Everybody concerned with stretching the floor per se. I'm not concerned with that. Because once they start going in and Bagley and they start getting stuff going to the rim and Ivey start getting downhill and they start collapsing the paint on Ivey downhill, then guess what he going to do? Kick it out. Get to the free throw line. Get warmed up. Then the jump shot's going to start. So it's a balance there. Even though Cade is big enough and strong enough, and obviously he got stronger in the offseason, it looked like, even though he's big enough and strong enough, he can use his body to get by guy, but Ivey gonna give you that lightning kind of approach. He gonna give you a lightning type of approach where it's a balance. Cade is more of a technician, good athlete, more like Paul Pierce, gonna find a way to shield him off and get his shot off. And Ivey gonna get downhill and bring the lightning and be able to give you that flash, and you gotta respect that. Now, if he can hit that 10 to 15 foot mid-range jumper, it ain't gotta be a three-pointer, to be honest. If he can hit that, when they start packing the paint, he get that 10 to 15, it's over with. Because now, you got to respect Durham and Bagley catching the oop and Norwell catching the oop. Now you got to respect Sadiq Bey in the corner. Now you got to respect Cade Cunningham, Alec Burke, and etc., Isaiah Livers. Now you got to respect them as shooters. Not Killian Hayes so much. Now you got to respect them as shooters. So it's a balance. Now, personality wise, we'll see. Cade seemed to be edgy. We'll see what Ivey really is, as he come into the league. But as far as the compatibility, it meshed pretty well. They showed some flashes with Jade and Ivey not needing the ball and coming off screens and getting downhill. It's gonna be interesting how that dynamic works. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said before, you had Joe D, Isaiah, and Lindsey, Joe D, and whoever else, and Jerry Stackhouse, Chuck Atkins, Lindsey. So it's been Rodney Stuckey. It's been in the Pistons lineage to have combo guards and 2 guards and 2 combo guards and a 1 point guard and an undersized shooting guard. It's been in their blood. There's only a couple questions to answer here. How long will they figure out, to learn each other and be compatible and figure this ball thing out? And then the only other question to really ask, obviously other than health and some other things, the only other real question to really only ask is defensively, can they take the challenge? Can they take the challenges night in and night out? And if they can answer those 2 questions and some of the other questions, obvious questions like health and all that type of stuff, and not getting into who team it is or who responsible for this, that, and the third. If they can answer, those type of questions, it's gonna be fine. And I agree with Jade. The future looks really, really bright here. But the question is, doing the dirty work, doing the little things, health, a little bit of blessings, a little bit of luck, all that type of stuff. That's gonna be the thing. So, and yeah, they could be really, really good. They could be great. But only how they're gonna be a championship backcourt is if all the other pieces around them are developed. Steph and Clay, they had to get Draymond, and a lot of other pieces had to fall into place, Harrison Barnes and etc. So they we'll see if they're a starting block there, and who else will be around. And if that's Jalen Durham, Sadiq Bey, and the combination of guys, we'll see. But they definitely got the makeup to be so. One thing that's gonna help them out tremendously, will help Rip and Chauncey out, was they had Ben Wallace behind him, and then eventually Rasheed Wallace, they had them behind them. So, they know if they, even though you had to show effort on every play, they know if they got beat, that Ben was going to be there. And they needed that insurance. And it's the same thing with, with Ivey and Cade. They're going to need that insurance. And they're going to need Durham or somebody in the middle to control that paint, defend the paint. If Andre Drummond just had defended the paint and rebound, it was a good defensive presence, still be in Detroit. Still would be all-star, all that type of stuff. Easily. So, but yeah, it's some things that go in there so that go directly to them being successful. That's in their control, but then some things out of their control. You need that surrounding supporting cast that's going to help them, get to that superstar, all-star, superstar, championship level. So, defense is going to be an important part of it. Coaching, but like I said before, it's a good mixture. Cade Cunningham's versatility, makes it a good mixture. He's becoming a very, very vocal guy, and you like that. So anytime you get somebody that's comparison to, John Moran and guys like that, we'll see. But I really think Jade and Ivey's aim should be Dwayne Wade for now. And come on, that's terrific. Defending at a high level, being able to get to the rack, finish, and 10 to 15 shot jumper. Then, when you get that going, then worry about extending your range. But this season, they should run, be aggressive, pick up people 90 feet, half-court traps, half-court presses, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think the future is bright there, but they got to put in the work. But I'm hoping that's what they do, like Jalen said, and then everybody excited. So we'll see when they start working together and they start breaking down film together. You know, we'll see. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live, drop a video. Finance, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree link in the description. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Only 3 ways you can reach out there. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Also in the link tree you can find Spotify and Anchor. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.